They told you Africa was only tribal, poor, and undeveloped. They told you Africa had no meaningful history before colonial rule. But what they left out is that long before European ships arrived, mighty African kingdoms were already flourishing, building cities, trading across continents, and commanding great armies. What if I told you that before colonization, Africa had empires wealthier than parts of Europe, cities made of stone, and centers of learning older than Oxford? Let's go back in time, before the scramble, before foreign rule. If this surprises you, follow, like, and share, because it's time to correct the story. Here are 5 African kingdoms that prove history was hidden from you. First, the Kingdom of Kush. Found in what is now Sudan, Kush rose after ancient Egypt declined and became a major power in northeast Africa. Its rulers even conquered Egypt, creating the famous 25th dynasty of pharaohs. The Kushites built more than 200 pyramids, especially around the city of Meroe. They created their own writing system called Meroitic and were known for strong female rulers called Kandakes, who led armies and ruled with full authority. Kush prospered for centuries through trade in gold, ivory, and iron along the Nile into Mediterranean markets. Around 350 CE, it declined after conflict with the Aksumite Empire. Second is the Mali Empire. Located in West Africa, Mali rose in the 13th century and became one of the richest empires the world had seen. Its best-known ruler, Mansa Musa, was so wealthy that during his 1324 journey to Mecca, the amount of gold he distributed affected economies in parts of North Africa. But Mali was more than riches. Cities like Timbuktu became famous centers of knowledge and scholarship. Thousands of manuscripts were produced there on science, law, philosophy, and religion, many of which still exist today. The empire weakened in the late 1500s because of internal struggles and outside invasions. Third, the Kingdom of Aksum. Based in present-day Ethiopia and Eritrea, Aksum was one of the strongest trading empires of the ancient world. From the 1st century to nearly 1000 AD, Aksum traded with Rome, Persia, and India. It minted its own currency and adopted Christianity in the 4th century, earlier than much of Europe. Its rulers built giant granite obelisks that still stand today. Aksum was highly advanced in culture, trade, and technology, and its legacy shaped Ethiopian identity for generations. It later declined because trade routes changed and environmental pressures increased. Fourth is Great Zimbabwe. In southern Africa, this powerful city-state thrived between the 1100s and 1400s. It was the center of a kingdom that controlled gold and ivory trade routes linked to the Indian Ocean. Its name means stone houses, and the city was famous for massive stone walls built without mortar. It may have housed up to 20,000 people. Artifacts found there reveal connections with China, India, and the Islamic world. For many years, colonizers refused to believe Africans built it. Today, Great Zimbabwe stands as clear proof of advanced architecture and leadership in pre-colonial Africa. Fifth, the Kingdom of Ghana. This empire existed in West Africa from around 300 to 1200 CE, centuries before the modern nation of Ghana. It controlled important Sahara trade routes and became one of the wealthiest regions of its era. Arab writers described Ghana as a land where gold was so plentiful it seemed endless. The kingdom had organized laws, a strong military, and a capital known for trade, diplomacy, and justice. Though it later fell after invasions, Ghana helped pave the way for later empires like Mali and Songhai. Africa before colonialism was never a continent waiting to be found. It was already rich with kingdoms, economies, and cultures that matched the great civilizations of Europe and Asia. These histories were pushed aside, but they were never erased. Now tell me, which of these kingdoms amazed you the most? Drop a comment and tag someone who still thinks Africa had no history.